Productions. Once upon a time, there was a German soldier named Paul Bommer. Bommer was in mid-war during a French attack, and a man fell on top of him. He began whispering to himself, "Why'd I let consort convince me into getting enlisted in a war? Is this my all-time fate? Will I die fighting in a war? Will I never ever be able to see certain things in life? Taste certain foods in life? Is this the end?" The French soldier chuckled. "Vous savez que cela arrive à tout le monde adroit?" Paul, taking his time to understand what the soldier just said, repeats the phrase under his breath and translates it to English. He looks at the French soldier and says what he thinks the translation is in confusion. "You do know this happens to everyone. Why?" The French soldier grinds his teeth. You understood. Don't join the army unless you're suicidal. Everyone knows that. Because you're going to die at one point, whether you like it or not. The French soldier begins to go in his pocket, and as he reaches in, Paul takes a dagger and attempts to stab the Frenchman in his shoulder, but fails, for the soldier takes the knife and stabs it in his heel. "I thought I could enlighten you on certain things. I thought I could give you wisdom. I thought we could be friends, but you turned your back on me." "You didn't turn your back on your other friends," the soldier said, opening his fist to show a crumbled piece of paper. He opens Paul's hand and places it in there and puts his hand into a fist. He then crawls away from the hill. After crawling away from the hill, he stands up and alerts everyone. Everybody starts shooting at him, and he gets blasted into bits and pieces. Paul, weak and losing an abundance of blood due to his injury, uncrumbles the note, and as he begins to read it, he finds out that it was a suicide note. A tear sheds down his cheek, and he attempts to pull out the knife but fails. His last resort is to pray. Not being as religious as before, he's lost any faith that he had to his once before God. Looking at his heel, it sparks a memory, a story he's been told before, Achilles' heel. Is this a coincidence? Was I struck in the heel because of bad fortune? Why my heel of all places? This can't be a coincidence. Paul hears a response. It's not. Welcome back, my child. Paul faints and wakes back up, but this time not at the front. This time next to, yes, besides a river. A lady submerged into the river floats to the top of the riverbed and begins pacing back and forth, walking on the river. Why did it take you so long to get stabbed in the heel, Achilles? Paul, confused, looks at the beautiful mystical woman and shrugs. She speaks again with wrath. Do you not remember? After your defeat of Hector, the Trojans all prayed to the gods for you to receive a punishment. They were praying on your downfall. Because there were so many prayers, Zeus couldn't refuse. He had to think of something, and he sent you to a miscellaneous different time, and the only way for you to come back was for you to get stabbed in the heel. If you weren't stabbed in the heel, you would have remained there forever. Paul, or should I say Achilles, looked at the French soldier's face before and realized it wasn't really the French soldier. It was Athena, the god of wisdom and war. She went back to help save him from his dreaded fate. And the woman that he was talking to, right in front of his face right now, was his mother, the goddess of the river.